Welcome to another edition of Self-Defense Across America. Attempted home invasion just occurred in the 1000 block of East Broadway. Allegedly, a juvenile tried to kick in the back door. Homeowner fired a single warning shot, unknown if it hit anything outside the residence. A man has died after being shot at his former workplace on Thursday in Lycoming County. According to Lycoming County Regional Police Department, authorities were called at 10:44 a.m. to 2113 Marydale Avenue, the Cable Services Company building in Old Lycoming Township for a shooting incident. Police arrived on scene at 10:46 a.m. and found a male with a gunshot wound to the chest just inside the front lobby of the business. The preliminary investigation found that the 69-year-old male entered the business and was confrontational. The confrontation between the male, a former employee of the business, and the CEO of the business turned deadly when the CEO shot the male once. A handgun legally belonging to the CEO was seized. The male was taken to UPMC Williamsport Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Police say both the CEO and the male knew each other. The incident was not a random incident, and there is no danger to the community. Two robbery suspects accused of following a business owner from a bank were shot and killed in the Greater East End on Wednesday morning. Houston police were called to a shooting in progress at 11:11 a.m. at Ruiz Cash and Carry Company. At the scene, they found two men dead with gunshot wounds. The business owner told HPD he had just left the bank when he arrived at his business, parked, and was walking into the shop. That's when he was hit in the back of the head with an unknown object. After he was hit, the business owner turned around and saw the two masked men wearing gloves. The owner immediately discharged his firearm. An employee inside the store heard what was happening, came outside, and also fired shots. According to the police, one man died inside the store while a second died in the parking lot. A third person took off in a newer model black Lincoln Navigator with license plate RTS 3919. Nearby store's surveillance video shows a car matching that description doing circles in the street before taking off. A person shot and killed a suspected thief outside a Northwest Charlotte Quick Trip. Police responded to a call about theft at the QT on the 10,100 block of Bellhaven Boulevard near its intersection with Mount Hawley at around 10:30 a.m. An officer saw the suspected thief, 26-year-old David Joseph Lionheart, fire a shot and drive away from the gas station. When Lionheart returned, he and a QT customer got into a fight and the customer shot him. Lionheart died at the scene near the intersection of Brookshire Boulevard and Interstate 485. Officers among the first to arrive requested help interviewing witnesses near a Quick Trip and salon around 10:40, according to emergency dispatch. Officers took the customer who fired the shot into CMPD and are not looking for any more suspects at this time. Police are not seeking charges at this time. A Georgia man shot with a toy gun while at a stop sign responded by stopping his vehicle and pulling out a real firearm. According to a report by the Augusta Chronicle, Columbia County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to reports of an unruly juvenile in Martinez, Georgia. Upon their arrival, the victim told officers he was shot in the face by a driver of another vehicle who stopped at the stop sign. The shot from the suspected pellet gun hit the man in the lip, which led to the man stopping his car, pulling out his real gun, and get the driver of the other car to stop. The driver of the other vehicle admitted to the deputies that he did something really dumb and explained to police that he had shot the victim with an Orbeez gel blaster gun. The victim has chosen not to press any charges, but called the incident a very dumb thing to do. Residents of Whitehaven apartment complex say they are fed up after an early morning homicide investigation in their community. Officers responded to a shooting at the New Horizons Apartments at 3585 Popinjay Drive, close to Mill Branch Road, after 5 a.m. According to MPD, the man was dead when they arrived. One man was detained shortly after the shooting. Witnesses, as well as multiple sources, said that the man who died broke into a unit and the tenant was the one who shot him. A 15-year-old boy who pointed a pellet gun at a woman during a robbery attempt in Uptown ran away when his would-be victim pulled out a real firearm. It happened around 12:31 p.m. Tuesday in the 5000 block of North Winthrop, not far from the Argyle Red Line station. Police say a group approached a 37-year-old woman on the street, and one of them pulled out a gun and demanded her property. But the woman had another idea. She pulled out her own firearm, and the group ran away. Cops took the 15-year-old into custody a few minutes later and confiscated his pellet gun. Charges are pending. Police say they found 45-year-old Timothy Crossley with a gunshot wound in a yard near South 43rd West Avenue and Charles Page Boulevard around 9:15 Tuesday night. Police believe Crossley was vandalizing an AC unit when the homeowner confronted him. The homeowner said at one point Crossley charged at him and the homeowner yelled for Crossley to stop. Officers say the homeowner fired when Crossley continued towards him. Crossley was pronounced dead at the hospital. The homicide is under investigation. The homeowner has been interviewed and was released. A man was arrested Monday in Centerville for assaulting an elderly man at Woody's Smokehouse. At 12:04 p.m. Monday, officers said police responded to a report that shots had been fired inside the smokehouse. According to the sheriff's office, Kevin Anderson had entered the business and aggressively approached multiple customers before heading to the restroom, where police said he knocked an elderly man unconscious and continued to assault him. Officers said a license to carry holder then attempted to intervene and stop the assault before he too was assaulted by Anderson. After being pushed to the ground by Anderson, police said the license to carry holder fired 2 rounds, hitting Anderson once in the right arm. Anderson then fled the scene and was later located in a car on the shoulder of IH-45, according to the sheriff's office. Police said Anderson was transported by helicopter to the St. Joseph's emergency room in Bryan and later taken to Herman Memorial Hospital in Houston to be treated. Another victim was taken to St. Joseph's Hospital, where he was treated for his injuries. None of the parties involved were citizens of Leon County, according to the sheriff's office, and the case is currently under investigation with assistance from the Texas Rangers. Metro Nashville police are investigating a self-defense claim after a man was shot and killed at a gas station on Clarksville Pike last Sunday night. Police say 42-year-old Ricky Starks Jr. was shot following an altercation with 34-year-old Ricky Johnson Jr. outside of the F&B market at about 11:15 p.m. Johnson told officers he was exiting the market when he was confronted by Starks. According to the police, Johnson said Starks pointed a gun at his head and hit him with it multiple times, demanding he empty his pockets. Police say the 2 men ran into the store where Johnson fired his handgun at Starks multiple times. Video surveillance reviewed by MNPD supports Johnson's account of events. Starks was taken to the Skyline Medical Center where he died. This investigation is continuing and will be staffed with the district attorney's office at its conclusion. Willmar police investigating a shooting incident over the weekend. At 11:14 Sunday night, police responded to a report that someone was shooting at a vehicle in the 1400 block of 24th Street Northwest. And a short time later, they got a call from a person who did the shooting. The caller said he thought his vehicle was being broken into and saw people running away from the vehicle. When he confronted them, they fled in the vehicle and he shot at them. A vehicle with bullet holes in it was found a short time later, several blocks away. No one was in the vehicle, and there are no indications anyone was hurt. The investigation continues. A home burglary early Sunday morning in Huntsville led to a man being shot at with non-life-threatening injuries, where he later fled the scene. HPD officers say they initially responded to a home on Hewitt Street for a burglary call. Shortly before 1:20 a.m., officers were then dispatched to 4000 University Drive, a Checkers fast food restaurant, for a call of a gunshot victim. Investigators determined 42-year-old Troy Chantel Fletcher was burglarizing the residence when he was shot. He has been charged with domestic violence burglary due to his relationship with the burglary victim. He will be booked in the Madison County Jail once he is released from the hospital. Huntsville police say this was an isolated incident. Winston-Salem police said they are investigating a shooting that left one person injured. Officials say they responded to the 5000 block of Voss Street around 3:17 a.m. on Sunday for reports of a shooting. At the scene, police say they found a 42-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his lower leg. Officials said after preliminary investigation, they found that residents had gathered at a home on Voss Street. That's when police said a suspect crashed the party and assaulted the homeowner. Winston-Salem police said a partygoer brought out a handgun and shot the suspect. Investigators said the suspect was taken to the Atrium Health Baptist Medical Hospital for treatment of a non-life-threatening wound. So far, the police have not said if they have made any arrests in this case, and the investigation is ongoing. A man was wounded in an exchange of gunfire with a group of people who tried to take his car at gunpoint in the Loop Sunday morning. Chicago police said the 44-year-old victim was in the 100 block of West Van Buren Street at 4 a.m. when several male suspects approached him and attempted to steal his car at gunpoint. There was a shootout and the victim was struck in the right leg before the offenders fled. He was transported to Northwestern Memorial Hospital in critical condition. Police say the suspects fled in a black Dodge SUV. The incident is under investigation. If you like this type of content, hit that like button and leave your thoughts in the comments. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.